On Season 7, Episode 4 of 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, Angela Deem reminded us all of who she is. But in between her bouts of yelling obscenities and verbal abuse, her husband Michael Ilesanmi managed to speak. He asked about his visa. And he asked about money. Did Michael seriously demand $5,000 as a bribe to deactivate his Instagram account? What kind of marriage is this? During Sunday's episode, Angela Deem was sure that the cameras spotted her playing outside with her grandchildren. The general vibes and the conspicuous cleanliness of the bikes suggested that they were new. Maybe purchased just to put on this display. Regardless, Angela's performative grandmothering does lead to some awkward questions. Angela's grandchildren use a very specific dialect to ask about Michael. Even if they are not familiar with marital visas and the details, they know that Michael is Angela's husband. When is he going to be with her in the United States? The answer is complicated. That visa could arrive any day. Angela does sit in her care while the children play. She calls Michael. It was actually his birthday. It is our understanding that this episode therefore dates back to February 28. Initially, their conversation is cold, tense, and uncharacteristically quiet. That quiet did not last. Angela of course brings up Michael's Instagram account. She had forbidden him from having one. The grandmother is active on Instagram. She dances with handsome men on TikTok. But Michael is not allowed to even have an account. And he acknowledged during the episode that he had asked her for money. If she had obliged, he allegedly would have deactivated the account. We already saw Michael's $5,000 demand from Angela in a text message. He basically reenacted the "for $8,000 a month, I will stop" meme from Tumblr, but with all sincerity and with his wife. Anyone who has the misfortune of knowing Angela could have guessed that she would not respond well to any of this. Raising her voice, Angela spat that Michael is an idiot. She peppered the birthday boy with insults, venting her fury at him for not obeying her. Click on the bell icon to stay up to date on my new videos. Angela was practically shaking with fury. Meanwhile, Michael spoke to the confessional camera. Simply put, everyone in the world has social media. That certainly includes Angela. Why, he wonders, is he not allowed to? Angela is preoccupied with what women comment on his posts. But can Michael take the blame for other people's posts? Michael chose to stand his ground. He also informed Angela that he straight up could not afford to do much of a birthday celebration this year. Why? Because without his wife's financial support, he was struggling to stay afloat. Angela of course flipped out at her defiant husband and hung up. Then, while she was, of course, smoking, he called her back. But Michael had called to discuss the visa. Angela flipped out and once again hung up on him. Later, we saw Angela and her family going out to eat. Angela was focused on eating healthy food, even though she was at a buffet, which are great, but not really designed for dieting. The real MVPs were her grandkids, including Anna. She loves onions, but only with ranch dressing. Ranch truly is a miracle food. At the table, Angela was barely filtering out her expletives and NSFW lines as she complained to her daughter, Skyla. She underwent numerous surgeries, but Michael doesn't compliment her. He no longer asks to see her breasts. Michael expressed his opposition to the surgeries from the start, so, we hope that Angela did them for herself, not for him. Angela feels like she is at a loss. And there is only one thing left to do. She tells Skyla that she needs to go to Nigeria and sort things out once and for all. Either Michael is her husband or he isn't. The visa will come soon. She needs to know where they stand before that.